All right, thank you, Derek. So we're going to go ahead and get into our second match here at the Community League Spring Open here. Here we go. We got Uncrowned Kings on the blue side and Best for Last on the red side. Nezzy, how was your break?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I got myself a glass of water, and I'm ready to cast another game.
All right, so here we go. Immediately off the bat, we do see a Lulu, a Yasuo, and an Ivern band coming out for that blue side. And on the other, we do see that Fizz, Zach, and LeBlanc. And right away, it's a first pick Caitlyn for blue.
Yeah, definitely Zach and Ivern, two very good junglers. Zach on a recent rise due to a few buffs over the past few patches. Has definitely been rising up as a very good jungler where this Q can just take two people, they can have meeting of the minds. Ivern, always very good early invader. Yasuo, usually not everyone's favorite champion. Probably good to see, probably a reason that's banned. And Lulu, of course, a very strong support. And LeBlanc and Fizz are both assassins in their own right.
Yeah, and we do see immediately that Gragas getting locked in as well as an Ahri. Don't know exactly where that Gragas might end up. Seen it in jungle, seen it as support, and also seen it in top recently, so it can be a flex pick.
Yeah, definitely. That's a really good pick for the red side. As it seems, yeah, because Gragas can be flexed anywhere around the map and a Mumu locked in.
Yeah, a Mumu getting locked in there as well as the Thresh coming out as well. And then a Hecarim is going in too.
Yeah, Hecarim, a very, very good jungler. Explain why Enderland has the ghost up. He probably is that Hecarim is probably going into the jungle, and Gragas is most likely going either top lane or support. Though I most likely feel will be top.
Yeah, so far coming out for Best for Last is this very, very just mobile comp coming out right now, as we do see a Katarina hover coming in from that blue side. Not too sure if it's going to come through, though. Again, there isn't a whole lot. There's a couple bit of a hard CC there, so it'd be kind of hard to get that ultimate off fully.
Yeah, definitely. Mumu is definitely a pick you don't see too much in competitive matches. And mostly it's due to Mumu's ability to evade. Speaking of not seeing too much.
Yeah, speaking of weird picks, we do have the Nasus getting locked in there. So going for the stacks. In retaliation, we do have that Nautilus getting locked in as well. So that is going to be your full team comps right there, as we're quickly just going to go ahead and adjust that. So overall, just kind of take me through these comps, Nezzy.
Yeah, from the blue side is very, very interesting. I mean, they always say it's better if you're the man that has 1,000 kicks, one kick 1,000 times, and a man that pressed 1,000 kicks once. And hopefully they've practiced these champions, Nasus and Amumu, a lot, because these champions are early games are not too good. Nasus, very infamous, bad early game, having to stack up, get the late game. That's usually what you have to do on Nasus. Amumu definitely has a lot of vulnerability, relies on blue buff, has a lot of vulnerability to get invaded, so Uncrowned Kings will have to watch out, make sure their Mumu doesn't have his route messed up. As far as Katarina, they do have a bit of CC on the side of Best for Last. Ahri Charm, Hecarim can run at him, Gragas can run at him, Nautilus is the king of CC. So I'm not entirely sure about that pick due to the high amounts of CC on the enemy team, but Cat is very mobile, so hopefully Cat can move around that. Savage can move around. And Kate Thresh, Caitlyn, very good AD carry. One of the bot lane seems like the most standard out of all this because Thresh, very good support, obviously a high skill set, so hopefully Alpha Snail has a lot of practice with the Thresh. Caitlyn, one of the top 80 carries, if not the top 80 carry currently right now. As for the red side, what were you saying?
Oh, you're kind of hoping for this perfect team fight coming with the Mumu and Katarina. If he's able to get a lot of people in that Curse of the Sad Mummy ultimate coming down right there with that Katarina ult, that's an insane amount of damage, as well as that adjustment to a Mumu's ult there, where it allows you to come out with some true damage. It can be really devastating, but you're kind of hoping for the perfect comp.
Yeah, definitely. As for the red side, it looks like it's very standard. Hecarim has fallen a bit off than he used to be in the jungle, though I still believe Hecarim is a very good pick and rush at people, jump over with his ultimate, get on top of the Katarina and the Caitlyn if Cat is preparing to go in. Ari can dash around. Ezreal is very mobile. Nautilus, I play a lot of Nautilus support. I love this pick. I mean, he's a very, yeah. I mean, Nautilus Thresh is a very iffy matchup. It's basically who gets hooked first. And Caitlyn does have the 90 caliber net to move around. Ezreal does have his Arcane Shift. And he can definitely, it's going to be who hits a hook first and who's able to get out that damage.
Yeah, like it's a very mobile comp coming out for Best for Last, and I feel like that could be a very beneficial thing for them right there, because if they are able to try and rotate around these lanes and really try and get, say, top ahead, really punish this Nasus pick before he really comes online at that 20 to 25 minute mark, I feel like they can really abuse that pick. As well as with that Hecarim, you're probably going to see a lot of dives coming into that bot lane with that Nautilus pick, like you were saying.
Yeah, definitely. I have a friend who plays Hecarim a lot. Like, he's our jungler for our college team. He plays Hecarim, Zach, a lot of these tank junglers. So we love having him just, like, dive these lanes and basically cause a lot of havoc. He even goes in, like, he even surprises me sometimes when he dives. Like, I think it's going to go bad. It ends up going good. I'm like, okay, that's up to you, man. But Gragas definitely is a little more of a standard top laner than Nasus. And if anything, I think that will be where the first gank goes. With Hecarim going up to catch the only one escape with the Flash Nasus.
Yeah, with that, guys, we are going to slowly load on in there as we go back really quickly just to us as it loads on into the game for us finally here. It is going to be between Uncrowned Kings as well as Best for Last as we're going to go ahead and load up onto this one. And just seeing right now, I feel like it's just going to be chaotic team fights from the looks of it, and I'm excited for that.
Yeah, with these two teams, you have moving parts all over the place. You have Gragas with the barrel. You have Mumu bandaging in and getting cursed at a sad mummy. You have Hecarim jumping around, Ezreal and Ari jumping around the backline. Hecarim running into the Uncrowned Kings backline. And you have Nautilus and Threat both looking to trying to get that opportunity for their team.
We are just slowly loading on into that, guys, so make sure to leave your thoughts. Who you believe is going to take this one? I'm very excited to see how this one goes for both sides in the end here.
Yeah, definitely. As the team's loading, it looks like Thresh does have Mastery 7 as well as Nautilus both have Mastery 7. So, yeah, both are very practiced on those champions. And with those two very important Q skill shots, both hooks, they're very important to land. 6 for the mid and 80 carry of Uncrowned Kings for Kat and Caitlyn of Mastery. Mumu doesn't have Mastery. That means probably 4 or less. And Nasus has, looks like, I didn't get to catch that before it went away.
So we see we can go ahead and load up into this one very quickly, guys. So I'm excited to see where this one leads us in the end here.
Yeah, this will definitely be a very interesting game as both teams look to escape that play-in stage and get into the quarterfinals of this tournament.
There we go. We're going to go ahead, load up onto this one. So on your blue side is Uncrowned Kings up in top lane. On the Nasus is Gopkla up in that jungle on Amumu. It's going to be Antaras in mid lane. It is going to be Savage on that Katarina. Crank on the Caitlyn on ADC, and Alpha Snail on that Thresh and support.
And on the red side, we have Best for Last. In top lane, we have Neon Aces on the Gragas. In the jungle, we have Enderlin on that Hecarim. In the mid lane, we have Dennis the Menace on the Ari. That was a pretty good show, by the way. Manipulator on the Ezreal 80 carry. And Maximum Effort 97 on the Nautilus support.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Looks like it's going to be a very... Teams are just feeling each other out. Perfecting from a potential invade.
Yeah, just looking here. I'm just having some technical difficulties really quickly. Nezzy, you can take over if you don't mind here.
All right. So basically, let me take a look as we see both sides are lining up for their respective. They're both playing it safe. Both want to don't do anything too risky this early in the tournament. Maybe want to break out those invades a little bit later in the tournament for a little surprise. As both in about maybe 20 seconds, both buffs are about to be leashed for their respective junglers. And it looks like a move is starting red. which is kind of odd. I mean, I haven't seen Boo Boo a lot, but I remember Boo Boo really likes having that blue buff around. And it looks like they're starting to leash now.
Yeah, and at the moment they are going to go ahead and start up that red buff. Just getting some information passed along over to me there over the mid lane. Dennis going to start trying to push that wave immediately. Doesn't have the full wave push as you would with an Ahri. Going to be interesting to see right now on how that one goes.
Yeah, Ahri will probably have the advantage early. Range versus melee. Range usually has the advantage, able to auto-attack from a distance as well as use the abilities to poke down a melee opponent. As we saw the last time, last game, Vladimir versus Fizz, Vladimir had a bit of an early advantage with poking that Fizz down. And it might be the same story with the Ahri and the cat.
Right now, Dennis and them looking to see what kind of trouble they can recreate. This Ahri pick is going to have to be pretty big for him because you got to rotate a lot with Ahri, try and push in this Katarina, and really try and answer the roams, because if you let this Katarina just have free reign into these side lanes, it can be very devastating for the team.
Yeah, Cat can just run down, Shumpo, get her ulti off, and it's just everybody loses all their health all at once, and it becomes a real bad situation.
Down in this bot lane. We're not going to see a whole lot going to be starting for them until you get that, you know, level 3 or level 6, especially with that Nautilus that's going to start taking off.
Yeah, Nautilus, definitely you can engage on level 2, taking your E and your Q, but level 3 is definitely preferable when you pick up your shield. And usually the max for Nautilus is like, at support is E, W, Q. That's your usual max. E for the wave clear, W for the shield, and hook, because you don't get as much benefits of maxing it as you do the other abilities. And Thresh is also taking Ignite, which basically, from that, you can probably tell that Thresh really wants to start some fights early with the range advantage Caitlyn has. And with that range, Caitlyn can follow up on the hooks a little bit better than Ezreal.
Yeah, so now, meanwhile, in that mid lane, Savage going to trade back there. Charm does land there. Going to dodge the Q, though, and just get out of that way. Coplock did get pushed underneath his turret, but he's happy doing that right now as the Nasus could just start stacking up and start scaling into that mid to late game that, you know, is so disgusting when it comes to Nasus. And you're going to have to be very careful if there's any Mountain Drakes that come out, especially. As Manipulator going right now, they get the hook onto Crank right now. Manipulator gets ignited there by Alpha Snail. Hook does land onto the Nautilus right now. Maximum Effort has to flash out for his life, and in the end it's just a trade of summoners and Ignite for a flash, and I kind of like the Ignite more on that Thresh than I would the flash on Nautilus, but Ant might be here to pressure.
By that you mean exhaust, right?
Oh, Ant coming in right now. Manipulator is going to get snared there by the bandage toss. Has the flash follow-up, comes up from Ant. That's going to be first blood going over to the Amumu. Maximum Effort right now, just going to get punished down in that bot lane. Isn't going to go down, though. He's still pretty tanky. And in the end, it's first blood going over to Uncrowned Kings.
Yeah, I apologize earlier. I thought you meant by what the secondary spells the supports were taking. But yeah, definitely you would trade Ignite for a flash and show that Nautilus did not have that flash to try and maybe move around a bit more. And Ezreal, using all possible abilities, both summoner spells, the Arcane Shift, could not escape, end up being first blood for the...
Meanwhile, up in that top lane, Neon taking a little bit of harass here from that Nasus. Again, it's not going to be a super stressful lane. Savage right now going to get some damage onto Dennis. Going to have to back off there. Not able to fully get the combos off. But meanwhile, up in top lane, here comes the Hecarim. Here comes My Little Pony coming up into the top lane right now. Has that red buff. Used the Ghost already. The Wither came out. Neon does not have the body slam. And in the end, it's not going to be anything. They're still going in on this. And right now is going to land the bandage toss. Flash comes out onto the Gragas. Meanwhile, in mid lane is going to be an ultimate, and the Ignite coming out from Savage. That's going to be a kill in mid lane.
Yeah, the flash at the end was a little needed, but hey, better safe than sorry. Well, it looks like after all that activity up in top lane, nobody died. And normally Nautilus doesn't have too many escapes, but that Wither is very, very potent to keep one enemy slowed down and hopefully create some distance for yourself. And wow, actually, as I look at the CS difference, 46 to 26 for the Nautilus. Nautilus is really enjoying the farm lead in this lane.
Yeah, and you can't complain about that. Right now, 87 stacks are already at 6 minutes, so slowly starting to scale here. And really, once you do get that sheen, start getting a little bit of cooldown reduction into the kit, it gets really easy to stack.
Yeah, also Gragas on that back got triple Dorans, which basically usually these tanks like Galio, Nautilus, and Gragas, if they go top lane, definitely like that triple Dorans, gives them ability power to hopefully get a little more clearance on the back wave, as well as sustain to keep their mana up.
Right now, Crank just clearing out those waves, starting to get a little bit of a CS advantage, does have that assist also to her name to help out right there. Savage does get charged in that mid lane, but it's not going to get followed up by Ethan. Just a W. Dennis just kind of tickling Savage right now.
Yeah, Savage not taking too much. Currently has a magic resist item as well, though, no magic mantle, so he's going to be taking less damage from the R8. Also has to sustain with the Dark Seal and with the refillable potion to basically help just give those potions a little bit more pop.
Meanwhile, Kopla starting to stack with that sheen available, so starting to have a little bit of CDR going into that kit. Starting to get the stacks, starting to start scaling. This team, this mid-game team actually going to be coming out from Uncrowned Kings is actually going to be pretty disgusting. You're going to have that Caitlyn once she gets the Infinity Edge, once she gets the Runehands, once, you know, Nasus gets 1 or 2 items and has about 200 or so stacks. It's just going to be a really hard time for the best for last to really start and come out in that mid game, and they're already falling behind in the early game here.
Yeah, definitely a Sheen plus a few hundred stacks on Noxus really late game can be really devastating to any tower or even champion that is unfortunate to meet the fate of a siphoning strike to the face. And as, oh, a gank, and gone.
Meanwhile, up in top lane right now, Neon is going to pop the explosive cask right now. Doesn't really get Kopla away from him. Kopla is still going in right now, has the ult available to him right now, does have flash, but is not going to go diving underneath tower just yet, as Neon just over 300 health isn't going to get taken down immediately. Meanwhile, in bot lane, Maximum getting harassed. Alpha looking to keep that flay up, looking to try and cause some issue for Maximum as they just both hit level 6, so you might see some action here in bot lane.
Yeah, definitely. Box and the Death Charge are both up for the supports, as well as Ace and Hole and the Ezreal ults as well, the Mystic Shot. No, wait, that's it? Yeah. Ezreal's ulti is also up. Yeah, don't play Ezreal too much. As a hook comes in.
Yeah, hook comes in. Maximum able to land that one. Gets rooted, though, by that trap. Crank with the nice positioning right now. Medkiller gets hooked right now. 90 caliber comes on out. Crank picks that one up. Maximum trying to answer with an ultimate is going to miss the hook right now. Ult comes up. Ace in the hole. Flash comes out. That's a double kill for Crank.
And that was an ace play by the bot lane of Uncrowned King, getting 2 kills for them. His Caitlyn now 2-0 and 1 of the BF sword, and currently with a sizable CS lead, which could grow larger as, well, Ezreal is out of lane.
Yeah, forcing out Rain gives Crank that much-needed gold to start taking off on this Caitlyn. It gets really oppressive if you're able to get ahead. Meanwhile, up in top lane, we might be seeing a gank. Meanwhile, in mid lane, oh my goodness, the damage coming out from Savage. Well, you could say that is Savage right now. Neon gonna go on in with the body slam. Does not know what is in for him. Actually, Hecarim has to be careful right here. Might be forced to blow something, does get withered. And it's just going to walk away. Did use Ghost early to try and get up in that top lane, so it's just a little bit of miscommunication from the jungler, and they're not really able to make plays happen as this gold lead is starting to increase.
Yeah, from looks like Hecarim was about to head off before he spotted a pink ward, and he had to clear that pink ward because Nasus knew exactly what was going on, and he nearly got sandwiched between the Nasus and the Amumu.
And Kaplak right now just farming up in that top lane. 160 stacks right now on the Nautilus. It's going to start hurting a lot in these fights. And Neon right now is starting to lose out on farm too. He's been just pushing these waves, but has not been picking up the CS when he needs to. Meanwhile, And up in that red buff is going to pick that one. And in the mid lane, tried to land the bandage toss. Actually flashed and missed that one. So no flash on the Amumu here for a couple minutes.
Yeah, flash bandage and like flash ulti is a very good combo for Amumu to gain some distance. And losing that flash does reduce Amumu's options into engaging that fight. Have to only rely on the bandage toss. And from the looks of it, looks like nearly a 50 CS deficit in mid lane. 30 some odd CS deficit in top lane, a CS deficit in the jungle, and it's CS deficits everywhere. And it looks like Uncrowned Kings might take.
That is just nasty amount of damage. There's 4 members here. 4 best for last. The ult comes in onto Ant right now, but Neon, he's alone at the moment as the rest of the team just not following up right now and just trying to make some hasty calls. Actually, the teleport was blown. If they need to get anything, they need to get a Drake out of this at least. But with 3 members down here for Uncrowned Kings, it's actually kind of risky.
Yeah, when you're behind, you cannot. You have to keep calm in your comms, and you cannot make these panic calls. I mean, I've seen this been behind a few times while I was playing CSL firsthand, and you got to keep yourself calm. You have to look at all of your options, and you got to play safe.
Maximum able to land that hook, but Mandula, the hook comes out right there. Manny able to get out of that one. All comes through. Alpha Snail might go down to the turret, gets the shield from the lantern. Manny gonna get taken down there by Crank as he sticks around too long.
Yeah, also first turret for the Nasus getting a nice chunk of gold, which will be going towards maybe either Iceborne Gauntlet or Triforce. It looks like that Ruby Crystal, so he could be getting a phage going into that Triforce. And with that start and a nice CS lead, I wouldn't mind him going for that. Nope.
And up in this top lane right now, misses the ultimate just a little there. Neon does not have the explosive casket to really follow up there. Meanwhile, Savage, come on, that already has a family.
Not anymore.
And with that, Dennis goes down for the 5th time. Turret goes down in bot lane. It's just this big CS lead and turret league and kill lead that's starting to mount here. 8,000 gold at 13 minutes.
Yeah, unfortunately, Dennis is having one of those games like you're just going in and you're just getting your butt handed to you time and time again. When you're at that situation, you just have to stay at your turret. As hopefully I play more top lane than mid lane, so I'm not used to people personally down within like a second. So he'll have to probably stay back and maybe try and help out his team.
Fight right now in the jungle. Hecarim going down pretty low, does not have any mana though. Ignite is taking down and is going to pick that one up with the passive W right now. Dennis going aggressive right now, does get that Ignite put out right now. Alpha looking to try and keep it up right now. Gopla is on the side. Nothing is going to connect there from Maximum, but they're just going to rotate into this mid lane and look to pick it up. Savage going underneath turret right now, picks up 1 kill, looking to keep it up. A double kill coming out. Savage coming down on the end, the ace in the hole. That's going to be 3 kills going over to Uncrowned Kings, as well as the turret, a triple kill in the end.
This is the Katarina people have nightmares about in solo queue. Getting fed 8 and oh my goodness. As this cat is just running over, and like we said earlier, you do not want this cat fed, and right now, Best for Last is paying the price for it.
15 minutes on the clock right now, a 10K gold lead. Rift Herald on the table as well if they really wanted to take it. They're just walking by the bankroll. Savage going to clean that one up though, and that's going to be the Drake going over to Uncrowned Kings. There's no one that can contest this. We won't even see the late game Nasus at this point as they're looking to end it quick. Here comes the Ezreal ult, just a little early there as it's going to get taken over by Uncrowned Kings.
Yeah, we're at 15 minutes already, 11K gold lead, 13-0, 4-0 in towers. Oh, Ezreal.
Oh, Manny, you're picked off right here. Gets hooked, gets flayed, flashes out, goes straight to the wall. Hecarim missing the ult, unfortunately, just by a couple pixels there. Pops the ghost, pop in the run right now. But meanwhile, here comes the answer coming in from Maximum at the moment. Gopla is going to get rooted. Dennis on the side right now. They're looking for their first kill of the game, but they might not get it. Uncrowned Kings still 14-0, have not given up 1 kill in these dives. Oh, and you gotta be very careful. He gets out of there.
Well, you can't fault Best for Last for not trying, because they're trying to get something started And usually when you're not down this much, you're trying to desperately get something started, because at this rate, if they just sit back, they might just go down slowly but surely.
And that red turret is going to go down there. The 5th turret of the game for Uncrowned Kings. As best for last at the moment, just trying to get out of it, looking to maybe chase down this Nasus. 4 members just clearing out a bot wave. Just trying to do what they can.
As we see, the more unpredictable comp actually showing its...
Oh, Heckram just runs into a couple of them, gets taken down. Neon on the side right now, pops the explosive cast. It just puts the team closer to his AD carry. Ultimate comes in from the... Oh, it's going to be a double kill coming out here for Godblack, possibly looking at maybe a triple kill. Gets rooted. Crank, though, does pick that one. And Hook comes out from Alpha Snail. Neon body slams in, trying to protect Dennis the Menace, but look at this tower. It's just going to get chunked down by this Nasus.
Yeah, Greg is trying to help out. I think he thought his team was a bit closer to capitalize, but he just ended up having a little bit of a Brother Gragas moment and ended up pushing the Uncrowned Kings closer to their targets.
And this inhibitor going to go down at 17 minutes, 17 kills. It's looking like a magic number right now. Savage coming on in, has that Banshee's Veil. Hook lands there. Beautiful one coming out from Alpha Snail. Dennis trying to get a hook on Savage, going into the back line right now. Still has that ultimate available. Actually does not at the moment, jumping in and out. Gets knocked up there. Neon going to get taken down here. It's a double kill coming out for Crank. Flash underneath tower right now. Maximum getting taken down pretty low. It's a triple kill coming out for Q-Rank. And at the moment, it's 21-0, looking to probably close out this game fast.
Man, it's not even 20 minutes yet, and we're already down 2 inhibitors. And it looks like this game is just about over. I'm not sure what else to say.
At the moment, best for last, really just looking at maybe trying to pick up a single kill at the moment. It's unlikely they'll get a tower. They're only saving grace at the moment. 18 minutes on the clock. Baron about to spawn as well. Maybe looking at taking a Rift Herald as well. Maybe seeing what they want to do.
Yeah, best for last. After this game, they gotta realize, like, okay, this is past. We're in a new bracket now, and this is a fresh start for us. That's what they gotta do. They gotta shake off this game and try and advance as far in the losers bracket if they do fall.
And at the moment right now, trying to stop this push up in top lane. Some pings are coming out right now. Crank is just going to go ahead, pick up that red buff. Savage could possibly 3v1 most of the team at the moment. Has that Banshees, can really just get that ultimate off completely. It's absolutely disgusting. They might spock out this Heckram right now. Alpha moving on over. It looks like they just want to take this Rift Herald.
Yeah, I mean, they have 30 seconds before Baron spawns, so it's on a bit of a timer, but it looks like it won't even really matter. They might just take it and bring the Herald with them to the finish line.
And Herald is going to go over there right now, so looking to close this one out with a massive push. Possibly coming up into the top lane. They have to deal with supers down in the bot, down in the mid lane as well. It's just an unfortunate scenario to be in. Rift Herald is summoned up in the top lane. Here comes the big push from Uncrowned Kings to really close this one out. You're going to see a big chunk of damage coming down. That's absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, trying to bring that Rift Herald to the finish line. Also, if Rift Herald manages to live, if they get the victory and Herald is still alive, there's just going to be a dancing Herald.
Right now, Heckram going in right now. Ezreal comes through the middle as well. Ultimate, big ultimate comes out from the Amumu. It's going to be 2 kills going down. Savage in that back line. Maybe to look, 3 members looking very low right now. Ace in the hole is going to not come out in the end, but it looks like Uncrowned Kings are looking to finish this one off. 23-0. A clean game. No kills given up right now. Maybe that might change. Anthem going aggressive. The Nasus is up in top lane, getting ignited. They just want 1 kill. That's all they want, guys. Underneath tower, the turret comes out. He levels up. He survives in the end. And with that one, Uncrowned Kings gonna go take it home 24-0 with a perfect game. Savage gonna take it down pretty low. They just won 1 kill. Alpha going down low as well. And it's not gonna happen as the Nexus goes down. Uncrowned Kings take this one.
Yeah. 21-16 is the game time, and oh man, those unconventional picks coming out quite well for Uncrowned Kings as they move on to the winners bracket quarterfinals.
Yeah, not a whole lot can be said there. Uncrowned Kings just kind of take that one completely right there. And I believe with that one for right now, Nezzy, we're going to go ahead and go back to a break as we set up our next batch of teams. As I'm just taking a quick look at our bracket at the moment, it looks like it's going to be between Muffin Lightning and StarCraft. So do stay tuned, guys. We'll be right back after this quick break.